We all know Kevin Garnett, NBA Hall of Famer, also an NBA champion with the Boston Celtics who could talk a lot of shit. He was also player of the year in high school in South Carolina and Chicago. He teamed up with Ronnie Fields, Lakeith Henderson, and Michael Wright to form a high school super team. Do y'all know him? That's me, Jimmy Sanders, two-time All-Stater, two-time All-City, to go along with 2 city championships. I was ranked number 22 in the country behind guys like Kobe Bryant, Jermaine O'Neal, and Ronnie Fields.
Look, Jimmy Sanders, man, one of the coldest, man.
Yeah.
Straight up, man. Look, Jimmy was a cold kid, dog. He was talking cold cash shit. He was talking with Billy. He had all the, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It was a whole bunch of them out there. He was like, oh, that's him? He was just whooping.
Yeah. He didn't back down. He was the shortest dude on the court.
Listen, he had Napoleon. I ain't know Napoleon. At that time, he had Napoleon syndrome, but Lil Jimmy was one of the ones that backed this talk up.
Yeah.
And he was slick at the mouth. He had a bunch of goons around. He was like,
Little bitty self.
Mooch was over there. Oh, man, we not playing, Ronnie, man, we know. I ain't really know none of that.
We wasn't worried about Garnett at all. Last year we beat the #1 team in the country to win the city championship. To be honest, we didn't care how good they say he was. He didn't know we was some fucking dogs too. This ain't South Carolina, this Chicago, the toughest conference in America. We eat, shit, sleep basketball. And hey Garnett, stopping Jimmy Sanders was gonna be impossible. I can remember this like yesterday. I get a 911 page from my boy Billy Taylor. He was in tune with all the NBA pros. I pull over to a payphone. The first thing Billy say is, J-Rock, 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 that monster is here. The #1 player in the fucking country is transferring to faggot. And his name is Kevin Garnett. And J-Rock, he the real deal. From that day, every time we saw each other, it was a lot of shit talking. And with KG teaming up with Ronnie, they quickly became rock stars. Remember, we gotta play them 3 times in a month.
Everybody really don't remember that year. Garnett was the #1 senior in the state. Ronnie was the #1 junior in the state. Mike Wright was the #1. Lakeith Henderson was their #1 sophomore in the state, and Michael Wright was the #1 freshman in the state. So you got 4 people at Faggot, #1 in the state.
The biggest police officer I have ever seen in my life. Westinghouse wins the opening tip and right away gets rid of it in a hurry. Jonathan Washington brings it across. Fields for 3. Got it right off of his shot. He'll be that much better on other end. The house right back the other way. Fields. He'll take another 3. Didn't get that one. Nice job of clearing out by the house. Tyron Finley with the rebound. Now in the back door. Darius Williams sent to the floor hard. But calls for shots even if he doesn't touch them. Make that David Stennis. The pace is for Garnett. Couldn't flag it down. That's an easy two for Taiwan Finley. Frank Smith gives it up to Fields. Little turnaround for Garnett. And he'll Wright couldn't get it to fall. Garnett kept it alive for a second. Sanders comes away with it. Didn't have the numbers, but takes it in anyway.
The little general. We had one in the first game. Now we got the real deal in this game. Jimmy Sanders, a heck of a player.
Harris Williams. Sanders couldn't get it. Rebound by Finley. He had it blocked out of there. This has just been unbelievable so far. Harrison didn't get the jam. He was fouled on the way up by Wright.
I mean, this Jim played. This is the best.
Awesome. Off the chain, you know. So, I mean, KG came in. He has nappy hair. He was like this big goofy mod, you know. Man, little did we know. When him and Ronnie came in, they came in like a force field.
Sanders looking for somebody to work free. Finally decides to take it himself. Beautiful pass. Even better block by Garnett. Fields is off. Rebound pulled down by Smith. Dumps it inside to Garnett. There you go.
Wolf. That's all they know him as. Wolf.
Little running roller by Taiwan Finley.
A shooter right now. Get the ball into the big hots inside.
They know those red lights are on. Steve Farragut, we got about a minute left in the first quarter. Garnett kicks it back out. Smith for three. Got it. Let's get it out the way, y'all. Now Williams will drive. Had it knocked away by Garnett. Shot from the outside, taken in. This is the three from the corner by Smith. Didn't get it. And now here comes Sanders. Sanders with a nice no-look pass up and in. The Sox played college football at Stanford. And he made the mistake one time of coming back when John Elway was scrambling. He said,
get yourself better shots. That's a forced shot.
Turnover against the Admirals. Easy lay-in for Rep. Gave it off to Rome. They finally get it inside to Garnett. Turnaround move, knocks that down. Inside to Garnett. Another turnaround, another bucket. 5. Williams, put it up, get it out of there.
And with that block, Kevin Garnett has just broken the Proviso West tourney record, 22 blocks in the tournament.
Sanders by himself puts it in for 2. 14 seconds left. Washington. Jam foul by Kevin Garnett.
Cleans up all mistakes.
11 points for Kevin Garnett in the opening half.
From this point forward, Garnett about to show the city it's showtime.
Fields. Garnett, nice touch pass to right.
What a group. He erases mistakes.
Sanders, a nice pass on the baseline. Garnett says, forget that. Get it out of here. Guys says, hey, you got a block, but you gave the ball back to the other team, so it's no good. There's another block. There's a block. Proviso. Wright got in on the act there. That's goaltending. Couldn't get it to fall. Finley again. Had it blocked. Backdoor cut. Garnett is then. Showtime here. Garnett with another block. Pulled down double tonight
for Kevin Garnett. There's 11.
Every time these guys go to Fields, will take the 3. Doesn't get it, but the rebound underneath by Wright. Couldn't put it back in. There you go. Kevin Garnett. Didn't matter. Garnett came down the rebound. Here we go. And that was a dangerous play.
And that one, they're going to score it. Call it intentional foul.
It can convert in this possession. Get it to the big man. Garnett dumps it in, got the roll. Just by presence right now. Fields. Had it knocked away. Sanders all by himself. Black is open. Everybody give me. Hello. Mike is open, man. We get that half court, he's wide open. Let's see if they get it indeed to Michael Wright. Ronnie Fields will put it up off glass. How's that? And it's starting to slip away from Westinghouse. Stennis back. Fields inside to Garnett. Turnaround jumper, got it. You cannot stop that. Nope. Sanders takes the jumper and got it to go down. Something spectacular. Smith for 3. three. Didn't get it. Garnett with the rebound. How's that? But it does get got the reverse lay-in anyway. Oh, baby! Lay-in anyway. Oh, baby! Can somebody put one more onto the highlight reel before we get out of here? Here we go. Fields couldn't finish it off. They don't get that one. Get in my life. It's favorite thing in the whole world. 39 seconds remaining. It just won't go for Maurice Woodford. Final score. The Farragut Admirals. They are the champions of the Proviso West Holiday Tournament for 1994. They win it by 20 over Westinghouse. What a great, great game. Well, Dave, we said it was two guys, but we also said Westinghouse had a nice team. I think we saw that, but I think what we saw tonight is the one guy, Kevin Garnett, was so intimidating inside, he changed everything Westinghouse tried to do.
Yeah, he did. He just comes right over to Elmer Harrison. I think this speaks volumes about this kid. He came out, he played a great game, but he also is a solid kid. I think Kevin Garnett is going to be welcomed with open arms in the Chicago area, and although he's only been here for a few months, we're claiming him as our own.
Kevin Garnett, 26 points, 18 rebounds, 10 blocks. Wherever you are, you get a triple-double in a high school game, you're doing the job, and Ronnie Fields had 22 points as Farragut wins it 83-63 over Westinghouse.
We sitting in the locker room after the game like, what the fuck was that? We never played against nobody like that. We knew from that point forward, it was going to be a dog fight. The whole game, all Garnett did was run his mouth like he was trying to punk us. We got to play them again in about a week. Hey, Garnett, we kids off the west side of Chicago. Ain't nobody gonna punk us, man. We had to raise our game to another level if we got any shot of beating them.
You know, and that's what threw people off.
Yeah, he knew how to split. He was splitting pick and rolls.
Yeah.
I was like, Jay, man, like real talk. I had a lot of respect for Jay, and we used to run into each other a lot on the street and a lot of different places and stuff.
Yeah.
It's game 2. This time we was much prepared. Coach Condati had us practicing, shooting over hockey sticks like that's KG. And that's when I came up with the teardrop. Get deep in the paint and toss it up real high. Down by 14, we went on a 13-0 run to cut it to 1 with 3 minutes to go. Westinghouse came out in attack mode, and I was leading the ship. Garnett was unstoppable. We had no bigs. Our tallest guy was 6'5", and we was right there, a chance to win. Then Ronnie Fields capped us off with a nasty lean-in dunk. This was my coming out party. I was being labeled as the top point guard in the city. My confidence level was high, and every time I saw Garnett in the hood, I was talking mad crazy, cause we knew we could beat them. The pressure is on them. The last game is at our place, Westinghouse. Westinghouse was like the Madison Square Garden during that time, and nobody was beating us at home. This the game Garnett became a pro, and the game I became a legend.
before the game even started, he was dizzy, you know, so he was lightheaded. And I looked and said, you can't be lightheaded, not big fella, you know. With West guys, bam, no big back, they pushed him, they did everything. Man, he was like a warrior.
They call it the game of the decade. No social media, just newspapers and word of mouth. It was about 3,000 to 4,000 people in the gym, and they say it was about 5,000 people who couldn't get in. I knew Garnett was sick the night before, but I ain't care about none of that.
Oh my God, we used to make so much money off selling them tickets. It used to be like the whole entire city was there.
Get out of class a period early to go outside and sell tickets, $20. $20 a ticket. We making $200 a player before the game even start.
Fields for three, got it. Sanders takes the jumper and got it to go down. Oh, baby!
What I remember is getting prepared for the Farragut Westinghouse game. We used to use a hockey stick. You know what I mean? Use a hockey stick to play to defend everything. So we used to all practice it, but he using the hockey stick, throwing everything like he KG.
Paper Fall Bros.
Sanders looking for somebody to work free. Finally decides to take it himself. Little turnaround for Garnett.
So when the actual day came, man, it was crazy. People everywhere, hanging from the Raptors, you know, J-Rock, you know, everybody was like Dick Vitale should be there or something, you know, it was awesome.
Westinghouse gym packed, sold out, packed. And you know, Westinghouse, and at that time, you could let many people in the gym you want to let in the gym.
Paper Fall Bros.
Sanders by himself.
I just remember, man, Jimmy being relentless, going to the hole, and dishing the ball, you know what I mean, shooting threes, and you know what I mean, really playing at his highest extent.
Little running roller by Taiwan Finley. Shot from the outside, taken it.
Yeah, that game.
Trying to kill us.
Yeah.
He was scared. He had 30-some points. He shoot posts and everything, kept trying to get it. And he doing everything.
Wade, this is the best.
I remember Jimmy doing an amazing up and under on him, and the whole crowd and the whole stadium was just like awed by it, because it was like this little 5'6" guy just pump faked the 6'11" guy and went up underneath him and floated up. It was like an amazing shot to see from a guy so short, but that's the Jimmy Sanders that we knew.
Garnett is there to say, get it out of here. And there you go.
And now we got the real deal in this game. Jimmy Sanders, a heck of a player.
And the way we was running, it was just like they were trying to find out where you was at. By the time they scored, dunked on us, or whatever they did, you know, West Nile got the ball in bounds. It was gone again, back down there.
That's the Jimmy Sanders that we knew would go with anybody, high intensified. 6'11" wasn't no problem for Jimmy Sanders.
Beautiful pass. Make that David Stennis.
The little general.
Jam foul by Kevin Garnett. This has just been unbelievable so far. Harrison. Sanders with a nice pass on the baseline.
We up 9 points going into the fourth quarter. I know we gonna win this game. It's nowhere in here we losing this game at home. Garnett wasn't blocking shots like he was in the first 2 games. In the first 3 quarters of this game, I was the best player on the court. But the fourth quarter, it was all Garnett's. All Garnett's.
I forgot he gave it all us to us in the fourth quarter, because in the beginning, we like, okay, Em and Dave, them holding this nigga down. They got him. I don't know what happened. I don't know who walked in the jail. The real just going boom, boom. Yeah, he was playing. Yeah.
There you go. Kevin Garnett. They finally get it inside to Garnett. Turnaround move. Get it to the big man, Garnett.
I call this like the Michael Jordan flu game for Kevin Garnett. I still got those memories after the ball game. He collapsed in the middle of the floor.
Every play for me. Yeah, it's on five. I'm like, God damn.
Inside to Garnett. Another turnaround, another bucket.
One play, Garnett had to call a timeout because he stopped right there in the middle of the floor. And was like, I need a timeout. And Wolf had to give him a timeout or whatever.
They said, Coach, you got to come take him out of the game. I said, who? I looked at him. They said, you got to come out here, Coach. I said, So he said, Coach, you got to come out here. So I go out there and I said, Kevin, you all right? Kevin said, man, I'm dizzy. I'm seeing double.
Garnett took our soul in the fourth quarter. We gave up 30 points in the quarter, and Garnett had most of those. I blame myself cause I stopped being aggressive. I should've had 40. Much respect to KG and Faggot for bringing the buzz to the city that we never seen before. And one last thing, in 3 games, Kevin Garnett never blocked my motherfucking shot.